whenever I create an anchor chart with my kids, I kind of sit them in a circle and I want everybody to feel equal, and I want everybody's voice to feel pretty welcomed. And we kind of brainstorm, and I definitely have my own ideas, and I try not to lead kids to it, but I think generally they get there on their own. But they did a really good job of coming up with these guidelines, which was be silent while reading to let others do their best thinking. That they're not kind of whispering or talking to other people, that they are being silent and respectful to others. To give your book a fair chance, but to abandon it if needed. And we talked a little bit about abandoning books, and I think that now they know that's an option. They're going to be more willing to give their book a chance, but they know that they are allowed to abandon it. So as long as they know the options on the table, I think they're kind of persevering a little bit more, if that makes any sense. Encourage others and to buzz. That we want to create this community where we're excited about books, that we're encouraging other people in our classroom to read and to get buzz around books and to talk about our books. That when we're conferring, that when I'm working with a kid, this was kind of my contribution, that I'm going to whisper, and then I want that student to whisper also, that we're trying not to distract others when they're doing their independent reading. The next one's a really big one. It's be truthful about your OLZ. And your OLZ is your optimal learning zone. And I think my kids, they'll test this out eventually. This is my third year using optimal learning zones. And they will test it out. They'll sit next to their friends. But when I ask them if they are actually in their optimal learning zone, so after they get off task a little bit, and I ask them, is that really your OLZ? If it's not, then they need to find their actual OLZ, their best place. So that's why I ask them to be truthful about it. I'm not saying go to your same OLZ every time. I'm just asking them to be truthful. I want them to read actively, so they're marking up a text and they're thinking while they're reading. And then lastly, we're using our focus strategies to get our little guy back, our metacognition. So those are the guidelines that I came up with and my students came up with when it comes to our Reader's Workshop.